Hi everyone and welcome back at BT4Y Tv. We have another Sunday packed with football as the Premier League, the FA Cup and the European leagues are back for more action after we have had few weeks of midweek and weekend action in the football, club football, both in England and in Europe. After that, however, we will have the international break, so some players at least will get some rest. Not all of them, actually, the majority of them will be still busy as the Euro 2020 or 2021, as you want to call it, is getting closer and closer. And here at Bet4Y TV, we will follow this event very closely as we get closer to it. So today in our show we are going to give you some tips from the Bet It Is For You TV headquarter, as we have a bet of the day and also a double that pays 5-1. So you might be interested on that. And then we will also go to our Premier League expert Robin Bylund that will give us again a bet of the day and also a double. Last but not least, we are heading back to Italy, where our Italian expert Luca Semproni will give us more tips on the Italian Serie A. So the first bet of the day, released by our expert here at Bet4Y TV headquarter, is Harry Maguire to be carded at 4-1 in Leicester v Man United. Edison Cavani and Anthony Martial look set to return after the Man United managed to progress against AC Milan in the Europa League in midweek. Pogba scored the decisive goal in Milan, and we expect that he will actually give some rest. In fact, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer might even decide to give Danny van de Beek a rare start, as also Bruno Fernandes is looking in need of a week off after we've seen it in the last few weeks. He hasn't been at his best. He's probably due to fatigue. Leicester should focus a lot more in this competition than Man United, and they have an extremely athletic and mobile attack with the likes of Jamie Vardy and Kelechi Iheanacho. So we do expect that they will create problems to a backline, a Man United backline made of Victor Lindelof and Harry Maguire, who are not the fastest in the Premier League and could actually have problems, especially in counter attacks. So Harry Maguire also has picked more Premier League bookings this season than any other United player. So if he does start the game, it looks a very interesting bet at 4-1. And we think, because we think he's going to find moments during this game in which he's going to have problems to control the rapid strike partnership of the Foxes. So the bet of the day is Harry Maguire at 4-1 to be booked in Leicester v Man United. So the first selection of our double is coming from the Premier League and is West Ham to beat Arsenal. West Ham are having their best season in years, and they have built up that season thanks to their home matches performances. And if they can continue to play in this way at home, they really can have European ambitions that come to the end of the year. They have won the last 3 at the London Stadium, and also they have lost only 3 times during all season. If we look at the home table in the Premier League, we can see that West Ham are second only to Manchester City, and that gives a very good indication of how strong the Hammers are when playing at home. Arsenal, on the other hand, have been very inconsistent, especially in the Premier League, but also in the Europa League. In midweek, for example, they've lost against Olympiacos, even though they managed to progress. And that was following a very good performance they had in the North London derby, in which they defeated Tottenham last weekend. So it looks like they're alternating a good performance to a bad one, and especially away from home, they are actually struggling. It will be interesting to see if Aubameyang will be back into the Premier League after in the starting 11 after he was benched against Tottenham and also missed a few opportunities on Thursday against Olympiacos. So if we do consider that Arsenal also have very little to ask to this Premier League, they're not going to get to the top 4. We can definitely see that Moyes men have a lot more motivations in this match. In addition to that, they also are in better form. Michail Antonio has continued to score goals. He has scored now 2 in the last 4 games. And definitely he will fancy his chances to Alto Istalli against a Gunners defense that has been, they normally have at least 2 dreadful moments in every game. So backing West Ham to win looks a very good opportunity, also because David Luiz and Gabriel will have also more than just Antonio to deal with. As for example, Thomas Souček has been in fantastic form and is actually the top scorer of West Ham, and is a huge threat from set pieces. Let's not forget also Jesse Lingard, that has discovered his best form since his move to London Stadium. And also, he will be in great spirit after being called in the England squad in midweek. So the first selection is West Ham to beat Arsenal. The second one is Chelsea to win 2-0 against Sheffield United in the FA Cup. So Chelsea are obviously a massive favourite to win this match, and this is not surprising considering not just how well the Blues are doing under Tuchel, but also how bad Sheffield United has been this season. Having said that, we still believe there is an opportunity to bet in the 2-win, 2-0 market, so Chelsea to win and to keep the clean sheet. Since the arrival of Thomas Tuchel, Chelsea has conceded 0 goal at Stamford Bridge, and also they are coming into this match on a run of 6 games without conceding a single goal. So clearly, Chelsea are the team in form here, and obviously if we look over the 13 games that the German manager has been at Stamford Bridge, we can see that they have conceded just 2 goals in total. Many Chelsea fans will agree that probably Lampard should have given a little bit more time to prove himself. However, Tuchel is definitely showing that he's been capable of turning things around. And everyone will believe that, we will actually agree that this is a completely different side compared with the one that we saw, 3 or 4 months ago. On the other hand, Sheffield United have scored just 1 goal in the last 6 matches. And also in the last 5 away trips, they have scored only 2 goals. If you consider though that those 2 goals were scored 4 games ago, then they have gone 4 games without scoring on the road, which means that it's very difficult to expect that they will be able to cause trouble to Chelsea, even if the German manager Tuchel will make some rotation in this FA Cup. So we do believe that Chelsea can win this match comfortably, can win this match 2-0. This is our second selection. So our double return at 4-1, LT 4-1. So if you bet £10, a little bit more than 4-1 actually. So if you bet £10, you're going to get £55 back, which is a great way of going through your Sunday. But now let's stay with us because we have more tips in this show as we're going to go straight away to our Premier League expert, Robin Bylund. He's going to give us some tips on both the FA Cup and the Premier League. I can see that Robin is already connected with us, so let's go immediately. And Robin, that's over to you.
We are back again. It's time to look ahead of what we have in front of us on Sunday, where we continue with the FA Cup quarterfinals and also add a few Premier League games. Of course, West Ham against Arsenal, a London derby. But also Aston Villa against Spurs. Spurs has to bounce back after their shocking exit in the Europa League on Thursday. We are actually too nervous to look into that game. How will Mourinho go onto it? How will Spurs take the defeat from Zagreb? Will they bounce back? Or could this be a start to something really, really negative for Spurs? So we are staying away from Aston Villa against Spurs. We are instead looking into West Ham against Arsenal, but also the quarterfinals. We have Chelsea against Sheffield United, and also maybe the biggest of the Sunday games, Leicester against Manchester United, the number 2 against the number 3 in the Premier League going up against each other here in the FA Cup. So a lot of big games, and we have, of course, picked out the best bet of the day and also combined a double which we start with, and that is from West Ham Arsenal. We are doing both teams to score. Arsenal have conceded actually in 6 consecutive games, even though their form have looked better. It wasn't a good performance at all against Olympiacos here on Thursday, but they still made it to the next round. They did what they had to do, nothing more than that, to be honest. And West Ham, they have looked really good before going into the game against Man United last weekend, where they were kept to not scoring goals. They had scored in the last 4 games. Now they also have Jesse Lingard back. He was, of course, he couldn't play against Man United since he's out from loan from that club. So he will be back in the starting lineup for West Ham. He will offer some offensive attacking creativity and probably also goals for Hammers. So both teams to score in the London derby between West Ham and Arsenal. That's our first pick for our Sunday double. The next one is from King Power Stadium, where Leicester are up against Man United. It's actually 2 teams who have performed their best football, their best results away from home this season. And I think that actually will be what decides this in the end. Leicester have only, the last time they won against Man United, all competitions, both home and away, was back in 2014. So Manchester United, they are really having an advantage against the Foxes, and I think that will help them through here as well. We saw how they controlled the game against AC Milan. Of course, they had a few chances, but in the end, it was their very, very solid defensive setup at the moment. They look so strong. They barely concede a goal. We backed them to keep a clean sheet against AC Milan. We won big on that, on the best bet of the day on Thursday. And we think they will control the game against Leicester as well. And we are picking out just Manchester United to go through, since there could be extra time and penalties as well. So Man United to go through against Leicester in the FA Cup quarterfinal. That is the second pick in our double, along with both teams to score in West Ham against Arsenal. The best bet on Sunday is from Stamford Bridge. Chelsea are also one of the teams hoping to reach the semi-finals of the FA Cup, and they are home against Sheffield United. Thomas Tuchel has made such an impact. They made a tremendous job together, this team, and with Tuchel, of course, they knocked out Atletico Madrid, winning both home and away 1-0, 2-0, moving on into the next round of the Champions League, and they are on a really, really good run here together. Of course, it will be tough to win the Champions League. It is for anyone. It will be really tough to maybe gain even more positions in the Champions League, even though I think number 4 spot, maybe 3rd even, is guaranteed for Chelsea at the moment. But the FA Cup could be the crown jewel to actually really give Thomas Tuchel the acknowledgement he deserves for his start with Chelsea here. So I think they will win. They will win quite easily against Sheffield United, and as they normally do these days, they will also keep a clean sheet. So best bet of the day for Sunday is Chelsea winning 2-0 against Sheffield United. And I think with this double, with this best bet, we have a great Sunday ahead of us. I hope you find some good value here in backing. We wish you all the best of luck, and I speak to you again soon.
Thank you very much, Robin, and let's hope that we can get more wins coming from you. We've been benefiting from Robin form in the last weeks, as we always back the tips that our experts are providing to us. The reason why we do that is we know very well how much effort go in every single selection, and also how much experience they have. So we've been very, very glad to win a lot of bets in recent times, and we hope that we can continue. You can see all those winning bets and all the bets that we've made by watching previous episode here at BT4Y Tv, or also you can go to our website betslip.com and navigate to the section BT4Y Tv to find all the latest show and also the related bet slips. But now let's move on and let's go straight away to Italy, where our local expert Luca Semproni is ready to give us the tips for Sunday on the Serie A. Luca, that's over to you.
Ciao Simone, come al solito benvenuti a tutte le persone che ci seguono su Betty Tips for You. Oggi vogliamo scommettere su una doppia difficile che però paga molto dal campionato italiano, e una scommessa singola sul marcatore dal campionato spagnolo. Per quanto riguarda la doppia dal campionato italiano, vogliamo scommettere su Udinese-Lazio 1. L'Udinese viene da 3 pareggi e 2 vittorie nelle ultime 5. Nell'ultima partita pareggiato 1-1 con il Genoa. È una delle squadre più in forma del campionato italiano, perché è una squadra che ultimamente subisce poco e gioca bene. Il dato interessante di questa scommessa è che l'Udinese ha vinto le ultime 3 partite in casa, subendo peraltro 0 gol. La Lazio invece viene da 3 sconfitte e 2 vittorie nelle ultime 5 in campionato, ha vinto 3-2 col Crotone a fatica, è stata salvata all'85esimo minuto da Caicedo dopo essere stata recuperata per ben 2 volte dal Crotone, che tra l'altro fuori casa è l'ultima squadra del campionato per punti conquistati in Serie A. In più, ecco, viene dalla deludente prestazione in Champions con il Bayern di Monaco, dove nel complesso ha perso per 6-2, 4-1 all'andata in casa, 2-1 fuori casa. In più, ecco, l'altro dato interessante di questa partita è che la Lazio nelle ultime 3 trasferte ha subito 3 sconfitte, quindi ecco, vogliamo giocare l'1 in Udinese-Lazio. La seconda partita sulla quale vogliamo scommettere è Fiorentina-Milan 1. La Fiorentina viene da 2 vittorie, 2 sconfitte e un pareggio nelle ultime 5, e in particolare dalla bellissima vittoria 4-1 fuori casa con il Benevento, con tripletta di Vlahovic, giocatore in forma, che tra l'altro più volte qui vi abbiamo pubblicizzato, un giocatore veramente molto interessante. Il Milan invece 2 vittorie, 2 sconfitte e un pareggio nelle ultime 5, viene dallo 0-1 con il Napoli in casa, partita, ecco, dove il Milan ha giocato male, un Milan che non sta giocando bene, come abbiamo detto, tantissime assenze. Adesso si è rientrato Ibrahimovic nella partita con il Manchester, ma le assenze sono tante. E poi ecco, il Milan è stato anche eliminato dall'Europa League, cocente sconfitta 1-0 in casa con il Manchester. Quindi vogliamo giocare Fiorentina-Milan 1. Ricapitolando, la doppia è Udinese-Lazio 1, Fiorentina-Milan 1. Come al solito, nel ricordarvi di giocare responsabilmente, auguro un buon calcio a tutti e ridò a te la linea, Simone.
Thank you very much, Luca. And once again, thank you for all the tips that you've given us, all the winning tips that you've given us especially on the goal scorer market, where Luca has been the reason why that Luca has been called the goal scorer market king is because he's been really good in tipping players that can score. And so we hope that he can continue that, and definitely fingers crossed. This concludes our show. We hope that you're going to get a great Super Sunday, that your bets will make this Sunday super, and also that you will enjoy the football. There is a lot of football going on. Before we go into the international break, make sure you get the most of the football. And also, good luck with your bets, but most importantly, always remember to gamble responsibly. Bye now.